I do believe we are live. So let's begin. Alright. What the heck? I need to mute my phone. Hello?
Hello.
Oh, Christ. Need to turn down the volume.
Oh gosh, I opened the stream and the first thing I see is Mandalorian on Fortnite. That saddened me so much.
So I don't know if the patch is out yet, but it said the Sephiroth challenge ended at, and it's supposed to end at 7, and it is 7 right now. So hopefully that
It's
means
7 time zone.
okay, the patch is out.
Alright, there you go.
I guess it said 19 hours, but same difference.
Yeah. Freaking military time on 3DS still.
Okay, this is actually downloading very fast. I guess there isn't too much in this patch,
Yeah.
but it's very important what's in this patch. At least if I remember the direct right. Or the presents. It's not direct.
The stage and the Mii costumes, basically?
Well, yeah, there are Mii costumes. The stage was already there.
Oh, okay. I wasn't... Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. I believe this update includes Cloud's new Final Smash.
Oh, is that, like, not exclusive to when he's facing Sephiroth?
No, you have to use one of his Advent Children costumes. But yes.
Oh, costume specific. I thought the way the trailer presented it, I thought it was exclusive against Sephiroth, which I think would be a really cool mechanic to have like rival Final Smashes. Like, imagine if, like, Mario's Final Smash against Bowser was, like, him, like, spinning him around and tossing him off the stage.
I don't know. That might make things a bit unfair.
I think it'd be cool. Well, I mean, obviously
Final Smashes are already unfair, so...
Obviously, they would, like, have to make sure the Final Smashes are balanced. Like Bowser's against Mario would have to be equally effective, but
yes,
I think that'd be a cool mechanic to employ.
From what I know about this Final Smash change for Cloud, the only thing that's changed is the animation. I believe it does the same amount of damage, same knockback, same everything, but the animation's different.
Oh, okay.
Barrett's outfit, now available for purchase. Tifa's outfit, not available for purchase. Aerith's outfit, now available for purchase. Chocobo hat.
Yeah, just to show you how little I know about Final Fantasy VII, when seeing the Mii costume reveals, I was like, oh, cool, Tifa. Oh, cool, Aerith. Who the fuck is Barrett?
He's one of your party members from, like, the beginning of the game.
Listen, literally all I know about that game is Sephiroth killing Aerith.
I was gonna say spoilers, but that's not a spoiler anymore.
And anything that's covered in the Starbomb song, The Simple Plot of Final Fantasy VII.
Also, rip Gino.
Yep.
I mean, he was already a costume for Smash U, but...
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people pointed out, even before he was revealed as a Mii costume, that he probably wasn't getting in at this point, because Sephiroth is the third,
Square.
is the third character for Square, and no other third-party dev has more than 3.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
So let's... God,
Yeah.
what is wrong with my throat?
Sega's got Sonic, Bayonetta, Bayonetta, and technically Joker.
Oh yeah, that is Sega. Atlas is Sega.
Yep. Capcom's got Mega Man, Ryu, Ken. Konami's got Snake, Simon, and Richter. Namco's only got Pac-Man.
Yeah.
They
Which
could
is
use another
kind of
one.
interesting because they helped a lot with they co-developed Smash 4.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Namco needs another rep. And you know what games Namco publishes? They publish the Dragon Ball games.
Give us Goku.
Yeah.
Give us
Yeah,
Goku or Goten or someone.
I mean, realistically, like, if
Gohan.
Namco were to get another rep, I'd be down for, like, Dig Dug. That'd be out of left field. I love Dig Dug.
Oh yeah, I haven't played Dig Dug. That was an NES game, right?
No, it's arcade. There is an NES version, but it's originally...
around like the 80s time.
Like most of the Namco classics, it's originally arcade.
I don't know, my favorite Namco game has been, and will always be Galaga. There's no way they could put anything Galaga related aside of the item that they've already put in.
Yeah.
Alright, let's try out Advent Children Cloud. Let's see this new Final Smash in action.
You turned it on, right?
I'm in training mode.
Oh, okay.
This last version 5, let's go!
What other...
Oh
I'm trying to think...
I love that!
I'm trying to think of what other... Microsoft's got Banjo and Steve. But Steve was this Fighter Pass, so we're probably not getting another Microsoft rep. The same people who pointed out the fact that Square now has 3. Also, they're probably not going to give the same third-party publisher more than one per pass. So,
I was about to say Cuphead as well, but no, Microsoft just owned exclusivity, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, also not a fighter.
Well, it was a costume.
Yeah, but again, same with Gino.
Oh yeah, true.
Oh man, you know what I want for now that I just thought of more than anything? Shovel Knight Sword Fighter.
I think people have wanted that for a long time.
Hey, I mean, I wanted him so badly as a playable character. When he was revealed as an assist trophy, I was so upset.
I'm sorry, I want to see this Final Smash again. Oh. Bam, 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 bam. Oh my god! I love it. I love everything about it.
Are there any other publishers I'm forgetting that have characters in the game?
Might as well screen share. Why not?
Are there any other third-party publishers I'm forgetting about? Sega, Konami, Namco, Capcom,
Microsoft.
Square, Microsoft. I think that's it.
Yeah. What?
Oh, SNK.
What?
SNK. That's.
Oh yeah,
the one.
SNK.
But I mean, we're not getting another SNK rep.
Because Smash is only for good little boys and girls.
Exactly.
Even though we got frickin' Bayo in.
Yeah, but she is not showing an enormous amount of cleavage in her default outfit is the thing.
She's showing a lot of butt.
Yeah, have you seen a modern animated film?
Fine.
They don't care. They don't give a shit about showing butt.
Yeah, I think it's different because she's flaunting it. But...
Yeah. Again, have you seen a modern animated film?
I guess not.
Fucking Despicable Me is full of butts.
I mean, I guess.
And, I mean, even, like, anything DreamWorks besides How to Train Your Dragon.
And I would say Peabody and Sherman also doesn't do that.
I have not seen Peabody and Sherman, so...
Which you should, because it's amazing. I believe I have this one set for just my standard rule set with Final Smashes. Final Smash Balls specifically.
And we're sure to get plenty of butts in Boss Baby 2.
I don't care about that franchise. I will never care about that franchise.
That I just bring it up because that sequel it looks insane.
I don't know, the concept was just so like
See, I like the
prohibitively
first
ridiculous.
One. I don't think the first one is not nearly as bad as everyone seems to think it is. It's not a great film by any means, but it's charming. It's got a charm and it's got some sweetness in there too.
Oh no, I'm fighting the one character who has the same range as Sephiroth. I mean, unless you count Min Min, but Min Min's a bit different. Oh, I just realized I forgot to set CPUs to level 9. I probably should have done that, because people won't watch me if I don't. I mean, people don't like people fighting AI on YouTube anyway, but I refuse to play online because online sucks. Or I probably won't be playing this for too much longer. Probably switch to Splatoon here pretty soon. Or maybe I play TF2. I haven't played TF2 in a while.
How was I gonna?
Alright.
But that sequel, like, very questionable why they decided to go the direction they did.
Also, there I go. There's my chance at not getting a copyright claim on this stream. Poof, gone.
Has that been a big problem with One Winged Angel?
Yep. Every single Sephiroth stream I've done has been claimed by Square for One Winged Angel. And you know, it's his freaking victory theme, so...
I mean, here's what you do. You just replace... You mod your Switch. Of course, Nintendo will take you down then, but whatever. You mod your Switch and make it so that instead of One Winged Angel, it plays Stepping on the One Winged Beach.
Wait, what?
Somewhat, a while ago, like many years ago, even before the Final Fantasy VII remake, someone took One Winged Angel and did a remix of it using the clip of SpongeBob stepping on the beach. Like the stepping on the beach, stepping on the beach, and they remixed that into One Winged Angel, and it's great.
God.
And then they did a revamped version of it when Final Fantasy VII Remake came out that uses that game's remix.
Wow. Okay. They finally made it so that I can set music for Battlefield and Final Destination again, because with the most recent update that let you use any song in the game, you couldn't set the song in My Music. You had to either let it pick randomly from any of the like over 1,000 songs in the game, or you had to pick one manually.
Is it still where you can only pick songs from the stages series?
For every other stage, yeah.
Okay. I'm just saying, we need to have One Winged Angel playing on fucking Hand and Bow.
What? Well, you know what I can have playing on Hand and Bow? Megalovania.
Oh.
No joke. It is in the other series category, which means I can play it on Hand and Bow.
Yeah, there you go. That's funny. Yeah, because I've seen videos of Megalovania playing on PictoChat, and that's great.
Yeah, by the way, that's the only reason I bought the Sans outfit. Oh, shoot!
Yeah, you don't like you don't like combining his face with the body of whatever new Mii costumes they release to create abominations?
Part of me is wondering if I could combine him with Baron.
With the body of Baron, yeah, you could.
Yeah, because, you know, they're both gunners.
Wait, you can use the head for any type.
Oh, right, I forgot.
Yeah, that's how people have done, like, Snuckles.
Snuckles.
Yeah, Sans and Knuckles.
Forgot, the final smash. Sephiroth's final smash is, random status effects.
Mm-hmm. Including a reversal of controls, which is insane.
By the way, you ask why I have items off. That's why I have items off, because there's an item that can do that now.
Wait, what?
The Ramblin' Evil Mushroom. It's like...
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that thing.
I was just farted today. Yay.
What series is that from again?
I don't remember, actually.
Look it up.
It might just be a new item. Like, Smash had their exclusive items.
It's Earthbound, specifically Mother 3. Or no. Earthbound. There's a different enemy in Mother 3 that's just called the Ramblin' Mushroom.
I was gonna say, if they have another thing that they haven't localized in Smash. Speaking of which, I really need to play Earthbound. Earthbound is Mother 1, correct?
No, Mother 2.
Oh, okay.
That's why the localized version of the original Mother on the eShop is called Earthbound Beginnings.
Oh, yeah. That was like an NES game, wasn't it?
I believe so, yeah.
And then Earthbound for the Super Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, the famous Mother 3 for the GBA. That was only GBA, right?
I think... I'm gonna check. Mother 3.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was only GBA.
Yes. Yes, that is correct.
Sorry, I've got old games on the brain. I just went to half-price books.
Oh, it was 2006, too. The DS was out by that point.
So I've got, like, old games on my mind, because, I just went to half-price books to finish up my Christmas shopping. And I saw, like, a bunch of, like, not only old games, but old games at ridiculous prices.
Well, yeah, I mean, for, like, the quality stuff, yeah.
I mean,
like,
yeah, did you ever... Do you want to play Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess for the Nintendo GameCube? Well, you can, for $120.
Oh, well, that's probably, like... I don't know, that is that different for, like, maybe in-box? Or like, sometimes, I know there's, like, the player's choice thing for the...
Player's
GameCube
choice
game,
are usually...
like, versions of the games that don't have the player's choice thing are rarer, and therefore more expensive. Like, apparently Luigi's Mansion without, like, pre-player's choice Luigi's Mansion fetches a pretty penny.
Yeah, I actually have some pretty rare games that I could sell for a lot of money, but I don't want to. Like Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a copy of Melee there for $100.
I think the most valuable game I own is probably Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Believe me, I searched for that game forever at a decent price. Could never find it at a decent price for the longest time. And then eventually found it, and...
Also, I just want to say, probably the most ridiculous thing I found. Mario Kart 64. Cartridge only. $80.
Yeah, I mean, those, like, the most popular N64 games are generally pretty expensive, but that's a little much.
Which, by the way, I still want to find, like, OG copies of some N64 games that I've never played, the OGs of, like, Ocarina of Time. Like, those are the two main ones.
You know what N64 game I actually, it was another one that I tried to find at a decent price for a very long time, but couldn't because it's
hang on, Cyclone.
Just,
hang on, Cyclone. I'll get to you in a second. Sorry, what was the end of that, Noah? Sorry to cut you off.
Another game that I searched forever to find at a decent price and could never find.
Yeah.
Mario Party 3.
Mario Party 3. Oh yeah, I found it. I found 5 when I was there.
I wanted to play that because it's the first Mario Party where Waluigi, and it's also got some insane items.
Oh yeah. So I found 5 when I was at Half Price Books. It was $50, so I didn't get it. But is that one good?
I enjoy 5. I know I've been binge watching this YouTube channel called Friends Without Benefits.
I've heard of it.
They have a lot. They're basically known for Mario Party. And they have a playlist of like over 400 Mario Party videos.
All right.
And So I've been playing those. And they hate 5.
They don't like it?
Nah, they're not they're not fans of it. To be fair, they also like they have a few unpopular opinions.
No, I thought I was facing the other way. Sorry,
but yeah, I mean, I don't know. It for me, a good Mario Part, like, for me, like, I will happily play like any Mario Party game between 2 and 7. Like those I think 2 through 7 are all solid.
We don't talk about 1.
Yeah, well, 1, they didn't know what they were doing because there really weren't any games like that at the time, to be fair.
Yeah.
It was kind of the first game of its kind.
I think they should have realized not to murder people's hands.
Well, I don't think they realized... They probably didn't realize at the time that was going to be a big issue for those games. Because the playtesters probably didn't use the method that burns holes in your hands.
You remember didn't they have to like create gloves?
Yeah, no, they made special Mario branded gloves for people who had gotten injured playing Mario Party 1. Yeah, and then, like, 8 has fun boards, but most of the mini-games suck because it's all reliant on memotion controls when it started development, never meant...
Keep in mind, and this is probably why I like it so much, that was my first Wii game ever.
Yeah, I mean...
That was my first introduction to motion controls ever.
Yeah,
and it was like when it was 2000. It was like in 2006 when the Wii first came out, or whenever that game came out.
Yeah, I mean, the big issue with it is that the game was not originally designed with control in mind because it started development as a GameCube game. That's also why the aspect ratio is weird.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, have you played that on an HD TV?
Yeah, that's why the aspect ratio is really weird on that, because it was designed to be on GameCube, and then they're like, oh yeah, let's just make it on Wii, and then make every minigame motion controls. And then 9 and 10 just suck.
And Super is fine.
Yeah, Super's fun. Super's fun.
I think the boards suck. I think the boards in Super are terrible.
Yeah, board design could use a little work in this, in that, but at least you're not in a car anymore, unless you specifically play that boat mode, which you apparently have to unlock certain characters.
I will say, there were a couple racing minigames in 8 that were a lot of fun. I think one of them wasn't even in the regular game. You could only play it in one of the special tents.
Mm.
And it was really fun.
I don't think I've ever played, like, a bonus, like, I don't think I've ever played, like, any of the alternate modes in any Mario Party game.
Oh, in any of them? Okay.
Well, that's not true. I played a little bit of the story mode in Mario Party DS, but that's basically just party mode, but at the end you fight a boss.
I played
DS is actually super solid, too. Like, that's probably the best handheld Mario Party.
I mean, I'm sure it is, but at the same time, not really sure what the appeal is of handheld party games in general.
I mean, Jacob and I know for a fact, like, when we we went to, like, a drive-in theater specific, like we went for one specific movie, and then there was another movie playing afterwards. At the time was not appropriate for us. And so, like, we brought our 3DSs and just ignored the movie and played Mario Party. I think it was Island Tour, but still.
I remember we played that once. It was okay.
Yeah, Island Tour is alright. Some boards are way better than others.
But with me, I'm just like...
Island Tour is fine. I heard Star Rush was not very good.
But my main problem is I've always...
Top 100 is fun, but it'd be much better if they also had boards.
Oh, yeah. I will say, my main issue, I guess, is I usually play Mario Party with my family, and, like, I'm the only one who has, like, a DS.
Fair.
Like,
fair.
It's fine for 2-player, but going any higher than that is, like, no.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you have, like, multiple friends that all have DSs, then, like, yeah. But then if you don't, yeah. Yeah, that's with any multiplayer DS game, though.
Also, I feel like Mario Party is too long to really do comfortably, portably.
Well, if you've got a big family with and like everyone has their own DS and you're like on a long car ride or something.
Yes, including the driver, yes. No, I'm kidding.
Well, I mean if you have like a van.
Right, okay,
With
fair.
4 kids. Like a family with like 4 kids.
Fair.
Granted, what kind of family is getting all 4 kids DSs? I don't know. Family needs...
They probably really like 4 kids. No, I'm kidding.
As soon as I said that, I knew you were gonna make some sort of joke.
I didn't want to. I felt obligated. I think I'm gonna lose. I honestly think I'm gonna lose. I was like a stock and a half up, and I think I'm gonna lose.
The worst Mario Party game, though, is one that a lot of people don't know about, it being Mario Party Advanced.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because there's no multiplayer.
Oh, you can't even use link cables?
No, not even. The only multiplayer mode in Mario Party Advance is that when the game initially came out, it came with like a physical board and like little pieces for the characters. By the way, the only playable characters are Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Yoshi. In-game and the board.
Wow.
And the only way Mario Party Advance played into this physical board game is as a virtual dice roll. Yeah.
So you couldn't even like pass the system around when
Nope.
I mean, you couldn't do that for minigames anyway, but
it is just single player. Mario Party Advance is just single player.
So does Mario Party DS have download play, or is that just 3DS?
Yes, it has download play. So you could only one person has to own the game.
Okay, that makes it a bit better because I'm remembering like like remember Mario Kart DS? Like everyone had to have their own copy for that.
Unless you wanted to play as White Shy Guy.
No, that's only in 7. That's only in 7. I'm pretty sure.
No, DS had that too. I specifically remember playing as White Shy Guy in DS.
Okay. Okay, I thought it was only 7, so...
Yeah, DS has that too.
I was gonna be honest, I understand why they did it, but I was a little miffed when Smash came out and there was no download play.
That one yeah.
Also, I just realized my frame rate is...
It was dipping for a bit, but it looks fine now.
Oh,
At
that's
least
so much better.
your stream has lasted longer than 15 minutes. Literally, I tried to stream today, emulating an NES game, mind you, an NES game, and it
crashed.
kept dropping frames, and it ended itself after 15 minutes. That was infuriating.
By the way, one thing I really want to try, next time we do Among Us, I want us both to stream on the Hitmon channel at the same time. Because you can have two channels running. You can't have two streams running on one channel. It is possible.
Okay. I mean, I am not even sure at this point if I can stream Among Us anymore. I don't know why my computer is just being uncooperative when it comes to streaming games. It is totally fine with me doing the Miserable Movie Monday live. Like, that has had no issues as far as lag. Except in my dorm when, like, internet cut out and I had to split the viewing of I Bought a Vampire Motorcycle into 2 parts, but that was a special circumstance. That also happened later on the Hitmon channel. Because yeah. Dorm internet just kind of sucked.
Come on. Damn it.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Bam!
I can certainly try to stream. But,
Hey, wait.
we'll see if it works. I mean, worst comes to worst, if my stream doesn't work, we'll at least have one going on the Hitmon channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to come up with some content to stream on the main channel as well. I think one thing I think I could do, because I've seen people do this before, is as one of my birthday gifts, my mom got me this like metal model kit of a film projector. So I might build that on stream.
Yeah, I've seen people do that.
That could be fun.
I think I saw a video of a guy literally building Howl's Moving Castle on stream.
I have also not seen that movie.
I haven't either, but it's Ghibli, so.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, thankfully, even though I'm totally against, like, what the Warner Brothers HBO Max, deal they've got going on, for next year, I am at least somewhat grateful that my sister, without telling me or my mom, signed up for HBO Max pretty much just to watch the show Euphoria.
Euphoria?
Euphoria.
Oh, I heard Euphoria for some reason.
No, Euphoria.
Although that would be a really funny name for a show.
Euphoria is really good.
Oh, okay.
My mom and I have been watching it with my sister. This is like her, maybe 10th time watching the first season all the way through. She absolutely loves it. It's very good. It is a hard show to watch, but it is very good.
Yeah, you have to like be in the right headspace to watch it. You can't just watch it.
I mean, it deals with hardships of being a teenager, and a lot of it is drug related, a lot of it is sex related.
Yeah, that does not sound like something I could watch without like having to like commit to it.
Yeah, it is very well done though. Zendaya is, she won that Emmy she fucking earned that Emmy. Um, yeah, and we've just got 2 episodes left of the first season, so.
How many seasons are there right now?
Just 1 for now. Next season will happen sometime in 2021. Who knows? Because they had to put production of the second season on a delay. You know, because of
of course. The reunion tour.
Yeah, but the cool thing is Zendaya took full advantage of that break from Euphoria, and like approached the creator of Euphoria and was like, hey, I want to make a movie during quarantine. And they just made a movie. And the movie is just her and John David Washington. It's just them. They John David Washington, in case you weren't aware, is first of all the son of Denzel Washington, but has recently acted in lead roles in both Black Klansman and more recently Tenet.
I'm sorry, I just used that new Final Smash to win a match.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Okay, so I guess my stream was behind a lot, cause I saw you go into the Final Smash, and then it just jumped forward to the victory screen.
I don't think I lagged, although I haven't looked.
No, I think it was on my end.
Although that's kind of what happened, honestly.
That is really funny though. Like, I did not see the full Final Smash.
By the way, have you heard of what happens if you win a game with a Joker Final Smash?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Okay, just making sure, because I
Yeah.
love it. The show's over.
Yeah. And then what was it? What was I gonna say? Yeah. So Zendaya just got a movie filmed over quarantine. And it's called Malcolm and Marie, and it's hitting Netflix in February, and I'm very excited for it. I absolutely love her. Like, she's definitely one of my favorite actresses.
I do not believe I've seen any of her work.
You've seen Homecoming, right? And
Oh,
Far From
yeah.
Home. Homecoming and Far From Home? Yeah.
I have not seen Far From Home.
Oh, okay. Did you see Greatest Showman?
No, not really.
First of all, you should. It's great.
I hesitated because I'm like, I really don't want to say the truth, because I know it's amazing. Also, I'm playing as the wrong Cloud, so I used their default Final Smash.
Yeah. And then she's also, she's great in everything she does.
Alright.
That's the gist of that. Yeah, and it's, again, I just find it very amusing how, like, cause she got her start on Disney Channel in the show Shake It Up.
That name sounds really familiar, and not just
It's
because
the
it's...
show about the 2 girls on the dance show.
Okay, no, I haven't ever heard of that.
Okay.
Then again, it's a Disney Channel thing, and, you know, that was a cable exclusive, right? Well, either way, I never watched it.
Yeah.
And I...
Yeah, but she starred in that with Bella Thorne, and I just find it very, like, intriguing how vastly different those two have gone career-wise. Because arguably, Zendaya's career has just kept going upwards, and Bella Thorne's has continually gone downwards. It just, the projects they're each taking are so vastly different in reception.
Yeah, I just looked her up because I didn't remember who she was. That is, yeah, none of this looks appealing.
Yeah, for Bella Thorne, yeah. She did, of course, today get announced as a Miserable Movie Oscar nominee, which y'all should vote for the Miserable Movie Oscars.
I didn't see him yet. What category?
Best or worst actress for the movie Infamous.
Oh shoot, I picked random. I meant to pick Cloud. Whatever, I'll do this fight as Diddy. Is it weird that part of my no pun intended monkey brain is like, oh, Diddy is still like he is in Brawl. Even though he's way better now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't they make him like a whole lot better?
Oh, they buffed the hell out of him.
Yeah. Anyway. But yeah, yeah, I just find it so fascinating how like, Bella Thorne and Zendaya got their starts on the exact same show. Like, that exact same show put both of them on the map. And then just the paths they have each taken since then is just... Like, in the same year, Zendaya became the youngest actress and also only the second black woman to win Best Lead Actress in a Series Drama. The same year as that, Bella Thorne joined OnlyFans.
Oh dear.
And has caused quite the controversy because of it.
I didn't even know what OnlyFans was until like a month ago.
Yeah. Yeah, and Bella Thorne has been her whole thing of joining OnlyFans has been full of controversy.
I mean, it would be,
but not for the reason you're probably thinking.
Oh, really?
The reason her joining OnlyFans has been so controversial is because primarily, before her joining, a lot of sex workers used OnlyFans as you know, an extra source of income. And, you know, in the pandemic, it has been their primary source of income. And
I wasn't aware that it had another purpose, if I'm honest.
Well, I mean, you know,
No.
for sex workers, you know, that sort of makes complete sense.
Like, that is the only stuff I've heard about that is on that website, or whatever that is.
I believe within the first 24 hours of Bella Thorne joining OnlyFans, she made $1 million.
And is that what caused it?
Yeah, that's part of it, because, you know, how a lot of sex workers have seen it, is that, you know, they use this as their primary source of income, especially now during the pandemic. Like, it's hard for them, to make ends meet. But Bella Thorne joins and immediately just starts raking in the cash. Because she's a celebrity. who even before OnlyFans has regularly used social media to sort of well, let me put it this way. She got it and she's flaunting it.
Yeah, I know.
That's she also does not post nudity on OnlyFans.
Fair enough.
She's strictly said that she will not be posting nudity, just some lewd photos.
Wow. Both random. I got Lucina versus friggin' Byleth. Both.
And
I was about to say both female, but Lucina's always female, so.
oh no, you could have gotten Marth.
Not the same character. They don't have the same stats.
They basically are. They basically are.
There's a difference. With Marth, you need just the tip.
Alright. Speaking of tips,
I'm sorry.
Also,
I'm sorry.
After the OnlyFans, after Bellathorn started OnlyFans for a while, OnlyFans made a change to their rules where you could, I believe it was, you could no longer give tips higher than $200, which
That's still a lot.
yeah, but also still, and I believe there was also a thing where you could no longer like refund tips either, because there was also there's a lot to dive into with Bellathorn's OnlyFans stuff. I think there were some people.
Hang on, someone just joined the stream while we're talking about this, by the way.
Yeah, hello.
Naruto.
Hey, it's Cade.
Oh, it's Cade. No, two people joined.
Oh, I don't know if Naruto Plays is still here. Oh,
He just posted, so.
all right. Well, hello.
Hi, Cade.
Anyway, back to the OnlyFans.
You know, if you want to join the stream, you're okay. I'll bring you into this call. Cade.
But
Ow, I'm dead.
like I was saying, there were a few people who claimed that Bellathorn had promised them something specific on OnlyFans and then didn't exactly deliver.
I'm only 13, lol. I was talking to Cade when I said join the chat. Or join the call, I should say. But...
I apologize, Naruto Plays.
Oh, that's what you were referring
I assume so.
to. Yeah, I'm dumb, so...
Or I don't know. And then there was, you know, and then like sex workers who were mad about the OnlyFans changing their rules about how much you could tip. And while OnlyFans has stated that this was not as the result of someone specific, a lot of people sort of pinned the blame on Bellathorn.
Can I share this stream to my friends? You're asking permission to make me more popular? Please do.
And while you're sharing stuff with your friends, you can send them the link to vote for the miserable movie Oscars.
Which he probably doesn't know what it is. Okay, Cade's in just chatting. I'm gonna drag him in here. Hey!
Hey, kid.
Hello?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, I
Yes.
am. Sorry. I
Okay.
couldn't for a second.
Well, sounds like I've missed quite a bit.
Oh, I haven't even gone over.
You don't have to talk about it now. I'm just saying. I've been gone for 1 week. It doesn't seem like that long, but
Oh, you meant that. Oh, never mind that.
well, also the what you were talking about when I joined the stream. Yeah, that was also.
Oh yeah, there's more. There's more.
I really don't need to hear about that, but if that's what we were on, sure, go ahead. I don't care.
here is my favorite detail about this, and then I'll stop. When Bella Thorne initially joined OnlyFans, she stated that part of the reason she was joining was to research for
Oh no.
a film about OnlyFans that she alleged was going to be directed by the guy who directed the Florida Project. Which, if you have not seen the Florida Project, it is a phenomenal indie film that is very hard to watch, but also, like, very real. Sean Baker is the guy's name who directed it. The film is available on Netflix if you want to check it out. Basically about a girl, a young girl living in poverty with her very young mother, just outside of Disneyland, or Disney World, rather.
That sucks. Oh no.
And it's a very good film.
I can imagine. Yeah, that does sound really interesting, actually.
Yeah, and it's like, it was distributed by A24, who distributes a lot of indie films. I mean, they're an indie studio. And there's, like, no big stars in it, except for one. Willem Dafoe plays a supporting role, and actually got nominated for an Oscar for it. He's very good. He basically runs the motel that they live in. Yeah, it's a very good movie. And yeah, and also the director, Sean Baker, then released a statement saying, no, I am not, we have not officially made plans to direct a movie starring Bella Thorne about OnlyFans. I merely had a discussion with her about potentially making a film about her life and what led to her joining OnlyFans. But nothing is set in stone, and I am certainly not attached to direct a film about OnlyFans. Yeah, there's that.
That's great.
Yeah, so yeah, there's been a lot. That
You know what that honestly reminds me of? Like, bear with me for a second. Do you remember the Soldier Boy game console that was...
Yes, I do remember the Soldier game. They should have
Who doesn't remember that?
Well,
arcade?
where I'm going with this is, so, Soldier Boy himself said that his console would be able to run Fortnite, and Epic said no.
He also stated it would be able to run Smash Ultimate, and Nintendo said no, and sued him.
Well, that sounds like a very Nintendo thing to do.
I did not hear about that.
To be fair...
Honestly, that's one of the things that I am not mad at Nintendo for suing about.
Yeah, to be fair, what Soulja Boy did is a lot more egregious than the stuff Nintendo is regularly sued for. He is doing something way worse. He literally... And it wasn't even his console. He literally just took a bootleg Chinese console that you can buy on Amazon for like a quarter of the price he was selling it for. And it you know, illegally, he just, I mean, it just emulated.
I was just trying.
And he released, multiple versions of this console, including multiple handheld versions of the console, the first of which he did not call the Soulja Boy.
I did not want to get into a discussion about this. I was
You
just
bet.
bringing up how funny it was that Epic was just like, no, we're not letting you do this.
Yeah, I mean, what he was doing was just a scam. And also, like, JonTron made a video about the Soulja Boy game console stuff, and he ordered a Soulja game console,
I
and
know.
it never showed up.
Oh. I did not realize that.
Yeah, he also ordered a handheld one that did show up, but that ran Super Mario Bros. At like half the frame rate.
Wow.
Something like that. It is ridiculous.
To be less powerful than the NES is honestly impressive.
True, honestly.
Yeah, you'd think.
Unless
and
you're
then,
the Atari 2600.
And then my computer just doesn't. Well, it was running the game just fine. Streaming it though, no.
Like, even the Sega Master System was more powerful than the NES. I almost confused Master System and Mega Drive in my head, but no. Mega Drive is just the Genesis.
Yeah. Man. I specifically, I remember, I might be one of the only people who has this, but I own the Virtual Console version of the Master System version of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, I think you've mentioned this to me before.
Well, cause I remember, like, I think it was Daniel or somebody gave me a Nintendo, like, a Wii Points card back when those were a thing.
You wanted the cheapest version, didn't you?
Well, here
I
is
almost did that too.
here's the story. It was for 2,000 points.
The card, yeah.
Immediately, I bought Mario Party 2. Immediately.
There's 1,000
And
points there.
That's 1,000 points there. And so I had 1,000 points left, but I wanted to get the most bang for my buck and not get another Nintendo 64 game, but rather get 2 cheaper games.
So NES or
Master System,
Yeah.
exactly. So I ended up getting Super Mario Bros. 3 and
good choice.
Sonic for the Master System.
Not good choice.
You know what the saddest part is? I probably played Master System Sonic more than Mario 3.
I mean, I would consider Sonic the Hedgehog to be an easier game.
I've also just always been more drawn to Sonic games than Mario games, even though Sonic games are generally objectively worse.
I mean, most of my Mario experiences that I really enjoyed were the 3D ones, where you actually had a health bar.
Yeah, as opposed to the 3D Sonic games, which range from, yep, surprisingly good, to, God, why?
When you say surprisingly good, you better not be talking about forces.
I'm talking, I mean, when I talk surprisingly good, I'm saying, like, generations, colors.
Yeah. The good parts of Unleashed for the 360.
Yeah, not the Wii version.
And the PS3, not the PS2.
Oh, yeah. But especially not the Wii version.
Isn't the Wii version and the PS2 version like the same thing?
Except the Wii version has motion control.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why it's the worst version.
I mean, props to whoever thought to make the Unleashed project, because thank you. Oh my god, I can't get enough of this new Final Smash.
Are you playing Sephiroth?
Cloud.
Oh.
Though he did get a new Final Smash, because I think it's based on, is it Final Fantasy 7 Is it the remake or is it Advent Children? I think it's Advent Children.
I would assume if it's tied to the Advent Children costumes, that yes, that would be the case. But
I'll play Sephiroth this time.
Now, I don't know much about Final Fantasy VII, apart from Aerith dying, Tifa being hot, and anything covered in a simple plot, the simple plot of Final Fantasy VII by Starbomb.
Honestly, if you want to watch a good analysis of Final Fantasy VII, Pro Jared. He did a pretty good one.
If you want to hear a humorous description of what the hell happens in that game,
By the way, I'm ashamed to say it. Sorry, go on.
listen to a simple plot of Final Fantasy VII by Starbomb.
I prefer accuracy with my analyses.
I mean, it is accurate, but it's
too accurate.
yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, yeah, I do love those are probably some of my favorite Starbomb songs are the simple plot of ones, because there's one on every album. First was Final Fantasy VII, then they did Metal Gear Solid, and then they did Kingdom Hearts.
I don't remember. I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember much about the Final Fantasy VII Pro Jared video, except that was the very first time I had heard about Aerith's death.
Nah. Lucky,
And he
I guess.
and he prefaced it by saying, like, yes, this is not even a spoiler anymore. If you don't know this spoiler, you live under a rock.
I mean, is Aerith's death the video game equivalent of the Sixth Sense twist?
I don't know what that is. I'm gonna be honest.
Then you need to watch Sixth Sense without looking anything up.
Okay.
If you don't know the twist to that film already, you need to watch it without looking up any info on it.
Yeah.
Because it's one of the most talked about plot twists in film history, right up there with I Am Your Father.
Oh yeah.
And if you already know the twist, the movie is not nearly as good.
Did I ever tell you I got the death of Endgame spoiled for me?
The death of what?
The death that occurs in Endgame.
Oh, wait, well, which one?
Iron Man's. I'm just alright. You want me to spell it out?
Oh, there's multiple deaths in Endgame! You
Fair
could be
enough.
talking about Black Widow!
I honestly forgot that she died.
No, you could be talking about
Bruh.
either version of him!
Yeah. Oh yeah, Thanos dies twice.
Yeah.
But no, Iron Man's death. It was literally graffitied on a rock outside of a skyway on our campus.
I'm gonna be honest, that's pretty funny. I know
That
it
is-
probably wasn't funny for you, but that's hilarious.
Ways to get spoiled for a movie. That is one of the best way. I want every movie from now. I want every big movie death to be spoiled on rocks for me from now on.
It was just written out in giant text. Iron Man dies.
I love that so much. How long after the movie how long after the movie came out was that?
Only a couple of days, dude.
Alright.
Bruh. That's kind of shitty then.
And that's why
but
it's
like also
such a
hilarious.
big-
Yeah, it's shitty, but it's funny.
I watched it like pretty soon after it came out, and I hadn't seen it when I saw that. Obviously.
Yeah. Okay, here's my confession.
Did you... Confession makes it sound like you spoiled something for someone else.
No. Well, if by someone else you mean myself, then yes.
Oh.
Uh,
That's a bit different.
because, so I'll be real. I did not give that much of a shit about Avengers Endgame coming out. I knew I would see it. I knew I would see it in theaters with someone. A certain someone got very upset with me at the someone I saw it with, but that's unrelated.
Also, I just got one of the sickest spikes I've ever gotten. I just want to say that.
So the night Endgame came out, I was just browsing YouTube, not a careful, looking through my recommended, and someone literally, there was an entire channel that was purely dedicated to uploading clips from Endgame that they had just filmed illegally in a theater. And
Gee, I wonder what they might have been titled.
In my recommended was it was either Black Widow's death or Iron Man's death. I was like, whatever. And then I just went on his channel and watched every video he had posted, or every video that I could watch before his channel got taken down.
Okay, yeah, I can see why you called it a confession. That's bad.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't care. Like, I'll just watch all these.
Honestly,
I'll clips. I don't care.
I was looking forward to it much more than Infinity War, because I knew Endgame was going to be packed with action. Pardon.
And I want every trailer to be like that from now on. Wonder Woman 1984 is packed with action. I want the trailer to be like that from now on.
I just tried not to ruin it. It was so... No.
That was perfect, though. That was perfect. Especially for... No, I'm not
Like,
finishing
when
this.
all those portals opened up, my jaw hit the floor. I love that shit.
Oh yeah, I mean, the thing was, I didn't give that much of a shit because I wasn't fully invested in the Marvel Cinematic Universe as much as other people were.
I mean, I don't really think that I was, too.
My first MCU movie was the original Avengers,
Same.
and I didn't particularly like it that much. I didn't really, like, the first MCU movie I saw and liked was Guardians of the Galaxy.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, how
was,
can you not like Guardians of the Galaxy, though?
I'm not saying that. I'm just surprised that it was your first one.
I freaking love Guardians of the Galaxy. Well, that's the thing. It wasn't like... It wasn't my decision to see it, either. It was like my mom's boyfriend at the time was like, hey, you want to go see a movie? I'm like, sure. And there was like, Guardians of the Galaxy, and maybe that one. And then I saw it and fucking loved it.
So, had you not seen, like, any of the original Avengers? Like, Iron Man 1, Captain America 1?
I've seen probably about 2/3 of Captain America: The First Avenger, and it was not because I didn't like it that I stopped. It was because it was very late at night and I fell asleep.
Oh, I love that movie.
I'll watch them all eventually. But yeah, no.
Yeah, that's my confession. I haven't watched all the Avengers movies, and the one I'm on right now, because I'm going in order, is Age of Ultron. But I'm basically spoiled on all of them, so I don't really care getting spoiled. So
Yeah, it doesn't.
Age of Ultron is probably it's not great.
yeah, I've heard it's one of the worst ones.
I liked Age of Ultron.
It was okay.
I would have
kinda
watched it by
mid for
now,
me.
but it's not like one of those movies that you can watch and still have part of your day left. It's one of those movies that you watch and it's like, that's your whole day. Age of Ultron is your whole day. It's 2.5 hours. And this semester, I did not have 2.5 hours to set aside to watch Age of Ultron.
Endgame's like 3 hours. So.
Yeah, exactly.
I will say, when it comes to Age of Ultron, I will say my favorite part of that movie was, this won't be spoiling anything, but there's a part, well, it'll be spoiling an action sequence, but who cares? There's a part where, like, they're surrounded by all of the Avengers plus and then some, are surrounded by like a bunch of robots, and they're like taking them all out. They're in like a circle, and I straight up, it was like the TF2 Man vs. Machine trailer, where they do the exact same thing.
Bruh, that's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, yeah. Let me pull up Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Okay.
I mean, I'll probably be watching a lot of movies because that's what I did last Christmas break. Like in my rank attendant job, I would just watch one movie per 4 hours because that's how long my shifts were.
Oh yeah, I've been watching a lot of movies lately. I just finished the Nightmare on Elm Street series. That was a blast. And not all
That's
of
like
those
me with anime.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, the only Phase 2 the only Phase 1 film I've seen in full is The Avengers. The only Phase 2 films I've seen in full are Guardians of the Galaxy and Age of Ultron.
You haven't seen The Winter Soldier?
Nope.
Oh my god! Please tell me you've seen Civil
The
War.
Winter Soldier.
Please tell me you've seen Civil War.
I have seen Civil War.
Okay.
I have not because
The
again,
only Phase 3, I've watched most of Phase 3. The only Phase 3 films I have not seen yet are Thor Ragnarok and Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Ant-Man 3 is Phase 2, right?
Yes.
Okay.
yeah, I believe so.
Both,
First one.
The first two, I believe, are Phase 1, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's still ridiculous to me that Guardians of the Galaxy. I remember when that came out, and now it's only Phase 2.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, and that was like nobody expected that to be the hit it was. Nobody expected that. It's Guardians of the Galaxy. Who the fuck knew who the Guardians of the Galaxy were prior to that movie?
I didn't.
Yeah, I feel like most people did not.
I didn't even know they were part of the comics until like after I'd seen it.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know anything about Marvel back then. See, back then, I was all like Spider-Man and X-Men.
Well, aren't they both Marvel?
Well, yeah, but outside of the MCU.
Oh yeah.
At least.
Until recently.
Yeah, no, but like I loved the Spider-Man movie. Spider-Man 1 was the first the first Spider-Man movie that Sam Raimi did was the first comic book film.
Oh my god, I just lost 2 stock in like 10
I
seconds.
saw and liked. I watched that like early high school, I think. Because literally like my sister and mom were out doing something, and I was just browsing Netflix, like seeing what was on it. I was like, this is the original Spider-Man movie. I'll check this out. I don't know much about this, but I'll check it out. And I watched it and fucking loved it. That was the many years after it had come out, but it still like was the film that got me into comic book movies.
Sorry, I'm still remembering. I mean, I haven't seen this movie, so I can't give my own opinion on it. But remember X-Men Apocalypse and how much people hated it?
It's my favorite X-Men film.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. We were like, well, what game were we playing? Neptunia, I think.
Yeah. Well,
I remember you talking about that. It was in the video.
Yeah, because how I got into the X-Men franchise was, me and Jacob his mom and sister were going to see The Fault in Our Stars in theaters, and neither of us wanted to see The Fault in Our Stars in theaters. Him because he just didn't want to see it. Me because I was waiting to see it with a girl I had asked out.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh god, now I'm just reminded of this is sidetrack, but I must mention that the other
Okay, I take it back. That's the sickest spike I've ever done.
the other John Green movie that came after that, Paper Towns. Did you ever see that one?
No, I don't think I've seen any John Green movies.
Okay. Well, Paper Towns.
Basically, all I know about John Green is, hi, I'm John Green, and this is Crash Course.
Fair enough.
Although he is an author, I think, as well, isn't he?
Yeah, hence those movies. They're all based on books.
Oh.
Ultimate Stars, If I Stay, Paper Towns. They're all based on books he wrote.
Damn it!
Yeah. Anyways, but Paper Towns, I just, anytime I think of any John Green book or movie, I'm reminded of the fact that as my I have a buddy in college theater named Tyler Biggerstaff. Great name, by the way. Great last name. And he told me that when Paper Towns was in theaters, he took 5 different girls to see it.
Bit of a playboy.
Yeah,
Damn,
yeah.
bro.
He was quite the player.
He
But
He's a role model.
he's a role model.
either that or he's just not looking for a serious relationship.
He certainly wasn't at the time. I forget if he's still dating the
Or he is looking for a serious relationship and it just has very high standards.
No, he was quite the player. But anyways,
Okay. I'm dead.
X-Men. So Jacob and I were looking at the movies that were out in theaters at the same time, and I think I wanted to go see Amazing Spider-Man 2, but I think it was sold out. So we didn't. So then we ended up seeing X-Men Days of Future Past, which was out at the time.
I think I do remember.
That is a great X-Men movie, one of the best. Terrible start for the franchise, because if you don't know anything about the X-Men movies going into that movie, you're gonna be lost, because
Oh, it's a direct sequel.
well, not only that, but the plot involves time travel and retconning basically every movie in the franchise.
So, Endgame. No, I'm kidding.
No, Endgame / right. Well, no. Anyway, but yeah, no. Yeah. So, yeah, Jacob and I saw Days of Future Past together, and we liked it, even though we were very confused for a lot of it. But then immediately when we got back from the theater, X-Men First Class was playing on FX. So, from that moment, we just decided that we were going to watch all the X-Men films together. Luckily, I ended up getting a sweet deal at Best Buy, a while after that, where there was a box set for it was 15 or 20 bucks. It was super cheap. That came with the original 3 X-Men films, the original 2 Fantastic Four movies, Daredevil, Elektra, and one DVD that had a couple episodes of one of the Fantastic Four cartoons.
Wait, Daredevil. What was the Daredevil thing?
The Daredevil movie?
Oh, there was one. See, all I remember all I know about Daredevil is that he had a Netflix series.
Yeah, no, well, that was before, because back way before the MCU, Fox actually owned a lot. Like Fox owned a lot more than just X-Men. I mean, of course,
That's
they owned Fantastic Four, but actually
they
for a
own Spider-Man?
while, they also owned the film rights to Daredevil. They made a Daredevil movie in like 2003 or something, starring Ben Affleck in the role, and everyone hates it, but I have only seen the director's cut because that's the cut that came in that box set, and apparently like it is unanimous. Well, the director's cut is rated R, whereas the original theatrical release is PG-13.
Okay, yeah.
So it's pretty much universal. It's pretty much universal opinion that the director's cut is much better than the original. So as a result, I love.
Reconnection successful. Okay.
There we go. But yeah, so anyway, long story short, Jacob and I ended up watching all the X-Men films together. Including the Rogue cut of Days of Future Past, which is insane because Rogue in the original script for Days of Future Past, Rogue was meant to be like super integral to the plot. But then, when it came time to, like, making the film for the theatrical release, they just cut Rogue entirely. They got away with it somehow, but, like, you watch the Rogue cut and wonder, how the hell did they make this movie work without Rogue? Because what happens in the Rogue cut, and the Rogue cut has more than just Rogue new to it, but the main thing is that at one point, when, like, Kitty Pryde has Wolverine under, like, back in time, because Kitty Pryde can send people back in time, which is not a thing in the comics, by the way. They just kind of made it up for this movie.
I mean, I have never read the comics in my life, so.
Yeah, well, Kitty Pryde does not have time travel powers. They just wanted to adapt Days of Future Past, mostly to retcon the bad X-Men films. But they, with the characters they had already set up, they had to work with what they had. And so,
sorry, I completely forgot that Sephiroth's counter can be broken.
No.
If a attack's too strong hits it, he still doesn't take damage, but he doesn't do the counter.
Oh, okay. Interesting. But anyway, so the X-Men, Days of Future Past, I don't know who goes back in time in the original, like, comic version of that storyline, but in the movie, with the way they've got it set up, it's Kitty Pryde using her time travel powers that, by the way, not only are they not in the comics, they were not established in any previous film. They literally made them up exclusively for this movie. And she's sending Wolverine back in time. Because Wolverine hogs the spotlight in every X-Men film prior to Apocalypse. But, okay, not First Class, because... yeah, he's barely in that one, but he hogged the entire main trilogy. So, original.
Do you remember when I played the video game?
Oh, yeah, X-Men Origins Wolverine. Yes, I do. But yeah, didn't I give you my copy of it for that?
Yeah, I still have it. I'm pretty sure you can have it back if you want.
I don't want it back. It's X-Men Origins Wolverine.
I also have the Incredible Hulk Pantheon Saga,
which I also don't want back.
And I just committed die. And by that I mean I self-destruct.
But yeah, so there's a part.
I fought 3,000 battles.
No.
Holy crap! I am addicted. I have a
Anyways,
problem.
there is in both. Now, this is in the theatrical cut of Days of Future Past, but there's a part where Wolverine in the past sees Stryker, who of course turned him into who put the adamantium skeleton in him and tortured him. Or rather, put the adamantium in his skeleton. He didn't put a new skeleton in him. He just put the adamantium in it. But anyways, he sees young Stryker and starts to lose it. And so, like, his body in the present is, like, flailing around, and his claws cut Kitty Pryde.
Oh, his body's still in the present?
Yeah, the way Kitty Pryde's time travel powers work is that she sends someone's mind back to their past body.
Mm.
That's how it works. And the reason the in-film justification for them using Wolverine to do it instead of whoever did it in the comics, is because, like, originally, like, Professor X volunteers, but Kitty Pryde's like, no, like, if I send you back, your mind will just snap. Like, I can't send you back that far, like that many years. Like, you're talking decades. I can't send your mind that far back. It'll break your mind, literally. And then Wolverine's like, what if someone's mind has a way of snapping back? Because of the healing factor. So that's the in-movie justification for them sending Wolverine to the past. The real reason, of course, is just that he is by far the most powerful character, or not powerful, popular character in the franchise. So they're milking him for everything he's worth. Regardless.
I'm a freaking dead guy.
So, yeah, so his present body starts flailing around, and he accidentally cuts Kitty Pryde with his claws. But she does not die. But
That
so,
would've been bad.
but in the theatrical cut, that's kind of the end of it. She's just kind of struggling throughout the rest of the film, but still holding on. But in the Rogue cut, they're like, oh, like, your wounds are fatal. You need to be treated for that. But she's like, I can't, like, take him out now. We won't accomplish the mission or whatever. If I take him out of the past now. And there's like, well, we need someone to, like, keep him in there. But of course, she's the only one with time travel powers like this. But then they're like, oh wait, we have a friend who can suck the powers out of you, being Rogue. But she's been captured and is being experimented on. And so Magneto has to go... Well, Magneto, I believe it's Magneto and Iceman, I forget if anyone else goes with them, to like, rescue Rogue, who's being held captive in the X-Mansion. And it's edited really cool, because it's like, the way they edited in the Rogue cut is it's sort of like going back and forth between future Magneto rescuing Rogue and past Magneto killing a bunch of dudes.
Hence the name. Hence the name of the movie.
Yeah, so that scene is really coolly edited in the Rogue cut. But like the future Magneto half just isn't in the theatrical version. And also the other significant thing that happens in the road cut events that they just kind of don't have in the theatrical version, which is like, how did they do that? Is Iceman dies. Like, I mean, there's a scene in the theatrical cut of like a sentinel stomping on his head, but it's like towards the end where like everyone else is dying too. But in the road cut, his death just happens on that mission, and then he's not in the rest of the movie. And granted, in the theatrical cut, I don't think he's in the rest of the movie after that point anyway, but it doesn't establish why. It's so weird. Like, you watch the road cut, and then you go back to watch the theatrical cut, and it's like, wow, how did, like,
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, we ended up watching me and Jacob ended up watching all the X-Men films together one at a time, before Apocalypse came out. We actually watched the road cut. Also, that one we watched with Quinn, because he was hanging out with us. We watched that one with Quinn immediately before going to the theater to watch X-Men Apocalypse over the weekend.
What did they think of Apocalypse?
You liked Apocalypse. Like, we had seen that the reviews were terrible, and we were like, oh no. But then we all, like, walked out of that theater, and we were like, that was good. Like, we liked that one. I think a lot of what I've seen as a common complaint is that people say it's, like, cheesier than other X-Men films. I see it as more fun than most X-Men films. And also, like, I mean, I've got a video on my YouTube channel that delves deep into, because there was a YouTuber collaboration, around the time of New Mutants' fourth but not final release date scheduled, where it was like one excellent scene where like a bunch of YouTubers all made videos about like one of their favorite scenes from the X-Men franchise, and I did mine about the end of X-Men Apocalypse, and because like up to that point only like one or two other people had done videos talking about scenes from X-Men Apocalypse, because again,
was one of them the Quicksilver scene?
Oh yeah, people, yeah. People covered the Quicksilver theme, but that yeah, and I decided this is my favorite mainline X-Men film. That's of course not counting the Deadpool movies and Logan. But as far as like the main series X-Men films, it's my favorite. I
somehow have 57 views.
Probably because people keep coming in and leaving.
Hey.
Well, I mean, that's
let me
true.
have this. You could let me have this, you know?
It's true.
Oh, by the way, Cade, are you going to be streaming either tonight or in the near future?
Probably in the near future, not tonight. No.
Alright.
Bro.
Right.
Also, I need to play Overwatch.
Oh, yeah!
Uh,
The events.
Oh,
yeah.
And this is going to sound very silly, but I just figured out that you can put color corrections on your webcam in OBS. And my webcam's gonna look way better next stream. I cannot wait.
Also, apparently the OBS update has a feature to put in a VTuber avatar.
course it does.
Like, I don't know how to do that, but I'm kind of curious to give it a shot and like just try to find the stupidest avatar I can. Alright, sorry.
If I ever do that, I'm gonna make my own. But I don't plan on doing that.
Get there on, and it's cool. Again, the only VTuber I've ever actually watched, is this guy named Your Friend Mar, who I discovered because he is friends with a lot of the members of Real Time Fandub, and I believe is actually joining Real Time Fandub, which will be fun.
I've never seen a male VTuber ever.
Yeah, and not only is he one of the only male VTubers I've heard of, he also is the only one I've seen with an avatar that's not human, because his like channel mascot forever has been Kirby with a mustache and Parappa the Rapper's head, or not hat. And so his VTuber avatar is just that in a 3D model. It's Kirby with a mustache and Parappa's hat, and it's great.
I'm guessing they're not a member of Hololive. No, I'm kidding.
I don't know what that is.
That's like the big VTuber network.
No, I
Like,
didn't
they
realize.
literally have a network.
Didn't realize there was a VTuber network.
Yeah,
Also,
so Hololive, and then there's Hololive English.
Also, I find it interesting that they're called VTubers, but most of them stream on Twitch.
Oh yeah. I think they're called VTubers because the first one was a YouTuber.
Oh, okay.
It was Kizuna Ai. I'm sure you've heard of her.
I have not.
Well, I'm sure if I showed you a picture, you'd remember her. She was very famous for being the first one.
Look, let me tell you something. You know how the Game Awards have that category for best content creator?
Yeah.
I didn't watch Valkyrie.
Pretty much every year that's happened, I've looked at the nominees and not recognized a single one.
Be like that.
Maybe.
Like,
I recognize two
I-
this year. Nick Merckx and Tim.
You didn't recognize Valkyrie?
No.
I've
I'm
seen
honest, I
I've
didn't.
seen Valkyrie in a lot of Jacksepticeye videos.
I've heard of Valkyrie, like, in passing, but, like...
She's
I
a
wouldn't-
she's a really big Among Us streamer.
Actually, wait, was Lana Pierce nominated this year? I think I'm familiar with her only because she played Among Us with Grumps.
Wait, Nick A was nominated? I forgot that. Is that what you said, Kate?
Huh?
Who did you say you recognized?
Nick Merckx.
Oh, Nick Merckx.
Yeah.
Different Nick. And thank God, too, because the Nick I was thinking of is terrible, in my opinion. And then, of course, Tim the Tatman.
Because,
The Overwatch streamer turned Fortnite streamer.
well, he's just more of a variety streamer. I think he's always been variety. He just plays certain games more. He doesn't even play Fortnite anymore.
Oh, he doesn't?
I think.
Okay.
No. When Warzone came out, he streamed Warzone a bunch. I don't even know what he does now. I watch him because he made he does a deal with like the NFL, and they like co-stream like Thursday Night Football together, and it's like a watch together thing.
Cool.
Oh yeah, like looking at last year, I didn't know who Shroud was. I vaguely know of him now, just through Tommy Carson's videos, but
Oh. I knew who he was because he used to be, not anymore. He was really big in the CSGO pro scene.
oh, okay. The only thing I know about him is the Shroud Cappuccino video, where he goes to Walmart and gets the cappuccinos that like he had some sponsorship deal with like this cappuccino thing, and so he got like a discount. He goes to Walmart to get, but they don't have his favorite flavor, and he's like, "What the hell is going on, man? Fuck it, we'll get the mocha." And then at the end, he like finishes drinking it. He's on it like a Segway, and he like tosses the can to the ground.
What the? I've gotten a Smash Ball stolen from me 3 times this stream, and by that I mean, and by that I mean I hit the Smash Ball and it somehow registers as the enemy hitting it, and they get the final smash.
Anyways, so it was like he's in the parking lot on a Segway with his empty can. He's like saying, it was pretty good. Tosses the can on the ground and rides away, and then it fades to black, and then it cuts back to him, and he's like, just so you know, I came back for the can. Always recycle. That's the end of the video.
Yeah, I believe he is right now. I think Valorant is his main game right now.
Yeah,
wasn't he one of the Fortnite streamers or
I do
Warzone?
not believe he was.
He played Warzone then.
Looking at his Wikipedia page, he's known for playing first-person shooter and battle royale games such as CS:GO, Battlegrounds, Apex Legends, Escape from Tarkov, which I've never heard of,
I've heard of that game.
Valorant, and more. So
okay, so yeah, PUBG, I believe.
Oh, right, that's what Battlegrounds is.
Alright, I'm only gonna stream for a little bit more. It is nearing 2-hour mark, so I think I will stop at 2 hours. We are at 1 hour 47 right now. But so far, really like this update.
Sorry, I'm just going through like previous Game Awards to see if like I knew any of the nominees for any of the awards. I got to the 2017 Game Awards, and
the last good one.
You say that, but okay, so they had some Fans' Choice Awards, and one of them was Most Anticipated Game. You want to know what won Most Anticipated Game that year?
Was it Breath of the Wild?
2017.
Was it Breath of the Wild?
No.
Didn't Breath of the Wild win Game of the Year in 2017?
Yeah.
No, and it would be
Most
either Red Dead or God of War, right?
Right. Well, God of War was nominated. I guess not all of these nominees came out the following year, but I guess they had been announced.
Oh, it's Cyberpunk?
No. Cyberpunk was announced last year.
Yeah.
Okay, well...
It's
What was it? Just tell us what it
The
was.
Last of Us Part 2.
Say that again?
The Last of Us Part 2.
The Last of Us. No!
Yep, that was voted most anticipated game at the 2017 Game Awards.
You like that?
Along with nominees such as God of War, you were right on that one being nominated at least.
Red Dead must have been nominated too.
Yep, God of War, Marvel's Spider-Man, Monster Hunter World, and Red Dead 2.
I'm telling you, 2018 was one of the best years for video.
Oh yeah, because that was God of War and Red Dead.
You had God of War, Red Dead, Spider-Man,
Smash.
Smash, even though that was, I think, technically 2019 Game Awards because it came out after the Game Awards.
Yeah, it came out after the Game Awards, but it still came out in
But
2018.
it was still 2018.
I mean,
I think-
Joker was announced at the Game Awards that year.
Yeah, that's right.
wasn't, there was one other big game
Was
that year.
Persona 5 that?
No.
Persona 5
I mean,
Persona
I would've-
5 was PS3.
I was gonna say, like, I would assume Persona 5 would be nominated for Game of the Year, and it was not nominated for Game of the Year. I know
No.
Assassin's Creed was nominated for Game of the Year 2018, but that wasn't the one.
Actually, I think Persona 5 was PS4, but early enough in the PS4's life cycle to also be backported.
Let's see. Yeah, looking at what was nominated for Game of the Year. Yeah. Wait, yeah. Well, I'm just looking at. I'll just look at all the nominees for.
I cannot stop self-destructing.
God of War, Marvel Spider-Man, Red Dead 2, Monster Hunter World, Celeste, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Those are all the Game of the Year nominees. But then you also had A Way Out, Detroit Become Human.
Wait, A Way Out. Is A Way Out the one? Oh yeah, that was the one I made Hunter and Raymond off of.
Yeah.
You know that game that like I'm actually proud of myself for making? Yeah. That it was based off of A Way Out, kind of.
Oh, cool.
Well, because I mean I don't want to sound like cocky because I don't even know if like this was a thing, but like I'm pretty sure that was like the first game in like Pokemon fan games that like had multiple like you could play as multiple characters in the story, kind of like shifted around that.
Hunter and Raymond?
In 2018, we also got the first good Mario Party game since DS. Being
You don't like the Wii version?
I'm talking Super Mario. I am not a fan of 8. I think the boards are good, but the mini games suck because most of them are really bad motion controls.
I mean, I enjoy Mario Party 8, but that's probably also just nostalgia.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
And if you say Mario Party 9 is good, I question your sanity.
Yeah, no, Mario Party 9 sucks. Dragon Ball
Same with
Fighter.
No, I do not like anything past the Wii one.
I mean, Mario Party 9 was also Wii.
The one with the frickin' Shy Guy train stage is the one I like.
Shy Guy's Perplex Express. That was always my favorite stage as well.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Fighters was also 2018.
Well, I'm gonna go out fighting at least.
Beat Saber was nominated for the 2018 Game Awards, but it says according to Wikipedia, it wasn't released until 2019. Oh, early access in November 2018. That makes more sense.
Yes, early access games are eligible.
You know what else came out in 2018? Among Us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that game.
Yeah.
What's that?
Game
What's Among Us? I don't know.
Game that didn't get any attention until 2 years after its release. Also, Far Cry 5. I don't know good or not. Destiny 2.
I have
2
Far
and
Cry
Far Cry 5 as
I
well.
have yet to play. I have the game and I have like 2 or 3 hours into it.
Did you know there was a Far Cry game released for the Nintendo Wii?
Yes, I did.
I did not until I saw it at Half Price Books today.
There's also a port of the first Dead Rising game on Wii.
And that one I think I knew about.
I own it. There's also Octopath Traveler was 2018.
Oh yeah.
Mario Tennis Aces.
The most anticipated
Mario Tennis Aces.
The most anticipated indie game possibly ever.
Unfortunately, there's no such thing as a good tennis video game. It sucks.
Except Wii Sports.
Wii Sports is probably the best one.
No. Okay, there is a good tennis game. It's called Pong.
Okay. Well, we can argue about what is and isn't a tennis game. If you want to call Pong a tennis game, sure, by all means, go ahead.
I mean, table tennis, but tennis nonetheless.
I'm talking about full.
You know, is it weird that I actually really like the table tennis game in 1-2 Switch?
I mean, honestly, yeah, I don't know why we're talking about
Switch
games. Everyone knows the best tennis game is that Atari tennis game that the Game Grumps played a while back that the tennis bit came from.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen that video.
It's literally, that game sucks so badly that they just kept, like, they were able to just sit still and the ball kept going back and forth between them.
Was this
But
for
they-
600?
They had a bit where, I don't know if it was Atari 2600 or what, but they also had a bit, but before they started standing still, back when they were actually trying to play the game, every time one of them would hit the ball, they'd say, Dennis! Dennis? Dennis! Dennis? And it's so funny.
That would drive me absolutely crazy.
They made a tennis shirt that is just tennis. It's just the word tennis. It's like it's made to look like an actual like sports shirt, but like every word is tennis.
Honestly, though, like, no joke, Atari 2600 games are some of the most headache-inducing things you can ever see. Like, have you seen, like, the purple and blue that is Pac-Man?
Oh, yeah, that. Well, also, wasn't that Pac-Man game like unofficially licensed too?
Well, yeah, you
I seem to remember. Yeah. I seem to remember an Atari Pac-Man game that they did not have permission from Namco to publish, and so they ended up getting sued because of it.
Oh, well, that was back in the day where you could make unlicensed games and run them on systems. That's how...
No, it was like officially released by Atari, but not with Namco's permission.
Oh, well, I was thinking, you could... Developers could make their, like, they didn't have to license their games with the console owners back then. That's why there's so many porn games on Atari.
It's also, I mean,
And that's all I shall say about that.
yeah. I mean,
Where
it's
can I get
all,
one of those?
it's also like super cheap. Like, isn't it also like ridiculously cheap to make? Or maybe not, but I seem to remember it being like ridiculously cheap to make NES games, especially nowadays. That's why there's so many like homebrew NES games like Battle Kid.
Never heard of Battle Kid.
Oh, that's
Probably
also
homebrew.
Battle Kid Episode 3 is one of the best Game Grumps videos ever. You don't even need to watch the first 2 episodes. Just watch the 3rd episode of their Battle Kid playthrough.
Like, yeah, I just realized, because Nintendo, you're supposed to only be able to run games that are licensed by Nintendo on the NES. And yet you get crap like that 150 games in one cartridge that you got, which I guarantee you is not licensed by Nintendo.
Oh, yeah, no, I guarantee that cartridge is very illegal. But I mean, whatever.
Whatever, you didn't develop it.
Yeah, exactly. At least I wasn't playing the Soldier Boy console.
Time. Oh, I have like 2 minutes before the 2-hour mark. Alright, come on. Damn it. No! No, you don't. Smash ball. Seriously, she broke it in 2 hits. What the hell? Thankfully, she didn't get a chance to use it. Yeah, get off the stage, Luma. And hopefully, no, not quite. Bam. Ended off with the Final Fantasy VII victory theme. Heck yeah. Anyways, that's going to be it. So thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you all in the next one. I'm glad we were able to have a better stream today. Take care, continue testing, and best of luck in all of your future endeavors. Bye-bye.